Carlos, the Ultimate Fitness Trainer once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video in this beautiful nature, amazing fresh air, beautiful fresh air in order to become our greatest version. So as you guys know, I do a lot of videos about all sorts of different things in relation to becoming your greatest versions, like training, diets, nutrition, supplementation, psychology, also motivation stuff, and obviously a lot of different sort of psychology stuff too. So we're going to be talking today about motivation, and this is one of the things that predominantly gets mistaken and misidentified in order to help us become a better selves. And one of the things I find, and this is obviously before we get into the major sort of topic of motivation, is I think people misinterpret the definition of motivation. Now, a lot of people believe that motivation is all about just talking positive. Now, let me explain a thing or two, because I have been in the industry and I have trained, as you guys probably are aware, many different athletes. I've been a trainer for over 20 years, so I guess I know a thing or two in order to help you become your greatest versions. Now, one of the things I find that people misconcept, which is going to start with number one, is the understanding how important it is to acknowledge bad times. Now, we all know that we live busy lifestyles and we all have families, or we all have busy jobs and we stress jobs. By the way, stress, we all have it, okay? It's how you deal with it, okay? So we're all very busy. Now, one of the things I found is when we become very busy, we become overwhelmed. Now, when our brains become overwhelmed, we, not far from anything, we actually tap into the reptilian brain. Now, the reptilian brain stem, if you guys want to do your own research, it's the brain that is slightly beneath your mammal brain, and what this does is it makes you behave like a monkey. What I mean by that, this might sound really funny and really, what the hell is it talking about? Have a look at it, do your own research. It will be completely unconscious behavior, and we're running like headless chickens. Now, you probably heard that term where a lot of people say, oh, I'm running like headless chickens. You are basically becoming very busy doing everything but nothing right, and that can become very destructive and not good for yourself. So identifying what motivation is and how to deal with bad times is very much so the number one in order to become more motivated. Then number two is to follow the plan. You must have a plan in order to become a greater version of yourself, and that plan could very much so be different to every single plan you've seen across. You know, like say, for instance, if your plan is to develop a business, if your plan is to get fitter, if your plan is to, I don't know, help someone, if your plan is to, I don't know, lift X amount of weight, all plans are different. But what plans, where the part of the plan is the same, is structure. So you must have a plan with structure, meaning that obviously you have a slightly progressive and developmental structure in order to get to the goal that you want. And some of you guys probably have seen, or maybe have been in teams, or have had great coaches that teaches that. Now, this is one of the things I teach everyone that basically gets coached by me, my clients, my coaching clients, that I use in order to help them become their greatest versions. And this is one, believe it or not, it's one skill that a lot of people, if you misconcept it, you will not be able to reach goals. And this is the biggest thing about prioritizing your goals. So you need to have a structure, a plan, and the plan needs to be worked. Do the plan, work the plan, and make sure you make it happen. Now, number three is not only do the plan when you're happy. Let me give you an example now. If I was gonna do gonna do whatever I have to do on my plan, or go to the gym whenever I felt like it, I would never do it, because as you guys know, we all live, when I'm talking about me, I'm talking about general everyone as well. Most people, we all know, we're all busy. We're busy with kids, we're busy with family, busy with jobs, we're trying to multitask too many things. However, our brains and our bodies were not made to do all these sort of multitasking activities for that long period of time. So remember, most people will probably get up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and they're running like headless chicken until they go to bed. So there's no really time to do anything specific in order to become your greatest version. So when I hear people saying they've got this, they've got that, and all of a sudden they don't even look after their bodies, they don't look after their minds, they don't look after their spirituality. So chances are that so-called physique, which is our mechanical body, will break one day. If not, that day will be around the corner. Why? Because remember, imagine you bought the best car, the most fanciest thing ever. How long can that car go without being serviced, MOT'd and looked after? Not very long. I mean, it might last a year, it might last 2 years, it may last 10 years, but eventually we'll break down. This is the same thing with our bodies. We must look after our bodies. So when you hear people say, I haven't got no time, they're talking out of their asses, because the first thing they should look after is the body, the mind and the soul. What I mean by that is the body meaning the physical body, the mind meaning obviously the psychological part, and the spirituality, regardless of your religious belief, we all have one. This is not the video to discuss that. It's to actually help you become your greatest version from spirituality, whichever beliefs you believe in. Okay, respect for that. Okay, that's another one. Now the number 4 one is the one that a lot of people misconcept, and misconcept is oh, that only happens to that person because that person must be special. Look, no one is special, or if you like, everyone's special. Okay, I'm no better than you, you're no better than me. We all have 24 hours, 7 days a week, and we all came here naked, and we go out of here not even naked, because the body stays here and we go. And this may sound really confusing, but what I'm saying is we are as equal or as different to anybody depending on how you want to look at it. Now, one of the things I would say to you is, if you want to make things happen, you've got to do the legwork, because a lot of us always think, oh, that person can do it because maybe she was helped, or maybe she got more time than me, or maybe he's got better facilities than me. No one's got better facilities, no one's. So you might have someone that's got probably a little bit more help, or might have a facility to do something, or the ability to do something, but all it takes is someone to have the ability and the vision and the tenacity in order to make something happen. And this is where we really sometimes fail to realize that. We think that the people that make it happen, they're just special people. A lot of times, believe it or not, is the people that have got actually no skill, no ability, no really vision, but what they have is a complete relentless hard work ethic. And that work ethic creates them to become their greatest version. And this then leads to the last one, is you've got to be completely, utterly in passion in order to achieve your results. I'll give you an example. Myself, from a very young age, I was passionate about helping people become your greatest version. I was just passionate. Now, I might say this now fluently, but I actually didn't know what it actually meant. I knew what I wanted to do, I just didn't know what I translated it then eventually, which is help people become their greatest version in aspect of coach, trainer, mentor. Hence the reason why I became a qualified psychologist, qualified trainer, qualified master coach, qualified NLP coach, because of that. And without realizing, I put all of them 3 together. And obviously I've got loads of hours experience in self-education, university educated as well, but I had to put them together on my own. I didn't all of a sudden created this sort of become your greatest version because I've heard or heard someone saying it. It's because that's what I've worked for 20 years, sorry, straight in order to help people. But this takes desire. I'm just giving you an example now. There's got to be a lot of you out there that might have a desire. You've got to have the desire. And don't take me wrong, it's fucking hard work. Hard work because No one's going to tell you, oh, you're successful. You're going to make success. You got to do the legwork. You got to keep the momentum going. There's no good days, there's no bad days. Just keep the momentum going in order to become your greatest self. So with all that said, guys, you know where to find me. Here we are, another video in order to help us become better by the day, fitter, stronger, healthier, happier versions of ourselves. So with all that said, guys, you know where to find me, Carlos Trainer 10 on Instagram, also on YouTube channel, which is Carlos Trainer. We are growing organically, and then as I always say, guys, humble as I am, just keep sending the requests. I'm just here to help you, that's all. I don't want to come across as some sort of like amazing expert. I never hear anyone else. I hear loads of people. All I want to say is stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, have a beautiful day. Take care. Woo!